right, welcome back to VOP this morning. Now, the Acting Inspector General of Police says personnel of the police mobile force will no longer carry out VIP escorts and guard duties. Now, Kayode Egbetokun spoke on Monday at a conference with police tactical commanders in Abuja, and he said the force will conduct an assessment of all the duties of the mobile police to ensure effective utilization. He noted that a special committee has been created to evaluate the strategies and how it will be enforced, adding that the team would be headed by the Deputy Inspector General of Police. He stated also that the committee is expected to send in its report in 2 weeks, adding that further details of the policy would be made available in the coming weeks and months. But a little background check on the IGP statement shows that it has become a tradition in Nigeria for the Nigeria Police Force for every newly appointed helmsman to announce the withdrawal of police officers attached to VIPs and then the dismantling of police roadblocks across the country. A few weeks after the announcement, police officers usually return to protecting VIPs, and then the roadblocks reappear like they never left. In March 2018, let's take you down memory lane. Ibrahim Idris, the then IGP, ordered the withdrawal of police officers from VIPs. In October 2020, Mohammed Adamu, the then IGP, took the same decision. Well, that's it goes way beyond 2018. Actually, we've had quite a whole lot. A whole lot has been, same thing has been repeated from time to time. Well, we have joining us in the studio a medical practitioner, and you would wonder, why are we talking to a medical practitioner on this? Well, he's a medical practitioner and a public affairs commentator. We have Olawale Olatubi with us in the studio.
Thank you very much for having me.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And I heard that you lost someone.
Yeah.
My condolences.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We also have joining us virtually Barrister Eze Eluchie joining us. Good morning to you, Barrister.
Yeah, good morning. It's always good with you and your viewers.
I can see you are enjoying the holiday. You're in your country home, enjoying the holiday.
Sure, that is what it ought to be.
That's what it ought to be. Thanks for joining us, Barrister. Let me start with you now. Now let me ask you this question, Barrister. When you heard about the IGP statement, were you excited? Let's start with that.
Thank you. I'm audible now.
Yes, you are.
Good. Well, like you said in your intro, this has become like a recurring decimal. IGP goes about the same statement, withdrawal of roadblocks, withdrawal of VIPs, and it makes the whole thing look almost and a bit childish. Why make the two pronouncement? What has happened to the pronouncement made by previous IGP on the same issue? For instance, when you look at this policemen, the police is a very serious vocation. For anybody to choose to be a police officer to serve his country, to take best for all, we should become responsible going to police. When we have restrictions whereby policemen become like bag carriers for female politicians, they become like gatemen, they become, so that is basically what they do when they attack to its so-called GIP. They become like gatemen to find something in the Nigerian police force by using them for such responsibility. Now call up the police that you have an emergency. They said we don't have personnel. The reason being that the personnel are already set, and security not set as carriers and all manners of things that police do not sign for. So I hope that, is there any reason to go? Unfortunately, there's not. Because this current IGP, to me, started on very, very unfortunate and unprofessional mode. How did he start? If you watch the video of his entrance into the fourth headquarters in Abuja, soon after his decoration house, it was more like jamboree, singing, dancing, playing Bugan music, up and down. The whole was a mess. It's not what you expect of a bishop. And you don't turn the police force headquarters into a party because somebody was made the IGP. Because that gives signal or the perception had a very negative influence. And I don't want to say what I think when he knows what was going on, what headquarters, was to have asked everybody to stop and go to your peoples. Imagine there was emergency during that period when the entire police headquarters was down. So it gave a very wrong signal. And then the man of this, when the IGP asked the IGP follows up on the orders of withdrawal of VIPs, the next one happened by text is that smart blocks. My brother, you and I know that things are there, here, or there. Will continue to be those blocks. They actually sad story about that way these roadblocks are mounted and the way they collect money and give change to public transporters makes you wonder, indeed, it's an example, because these guys, these roadblocks, don't they put the cars behind, the car and the additional police from the IGP behind it. What does that tell you? It tells you there's total discipline in the Nigerian police. That is what Mr. Boko is focusing on and giving us that rehearsed orders that have kept cropping up without anything. And I'll stop there for now.
All right then, thank you very much, Barrister. Well, I must say it was a struggle picking out your words, really, and that's absolutely not your fault.
Really?
It's the network. I hope our team will be able to sort that out, or maybe you might need to change your allocation, because it was. I'm pained that I didn't pick out everything that you were saying there. Let me come to you, Barrister. Or I've given you a barrister. I was automatically called you a barrister.
No problems. I'll start going back to school.
Olatubi. Now, this is a situation whereby Nigerians have complained about the number of policemen we have not being enough to police the populace. The figure is put at 800,000 policemen that we have in Nigeria, registered policemen, and then to police a country of about over 200 million Nigerians. And then a research was done. The figure was those that are policing VIPs and dignitaries and the likes are pegged at approximately 185,000. So if we have a situation whereby we have 371,800 police officers and 185,000 are policing dignitaries, and then the common man has nobody to so what do you make of that?
No, I think what the IGP did was it's like doing the same thing, repeating the same thing over and over again, and Nigerians did not even buy the story, because they felt that it's been happening in 2018, the same thing, 2020, the same thing. And
even before then
it's been happening. And after that, they will say roadblocks, cancel, then tinted glass, no more tinted glass and everything. But after no siren, those are the things we've been hearing. After 2-3 weeks, police roadblocks come back, VIPs get back the police people. So people were even thinking that, okay, is this like a subscription way, like, okay, I'm here, all the VIPs come and subscribe again and pay money. That's what people were saying. Like, okay, come and subscribe to your VIP this thing again. But this thing, what it should have done was to first of all reform the police force. That is the first thing talking about, because I will tell you, even the police being attached to the VIPs don't want to go back to the station. They want to stay with the VIPs
because they're getting some sort of
money. They are getting exposed. They are seeing things. So if the police force is being reformed, they would never want to go to the VIPs and start being an errand boy. In Nigeria now, you see a small boy, I have money, I can order for VIPs, for police, and they start moving around me. Hey, so I see situations whereby police are started picking money, sprayed on the floor, and they start picking money. It's so uncalled for. But what the IGP should have done was, okay, let's just reform this police force, recruit more police officers, give them better remuneration so that they can be happy and not even go back to this, because the VIP, the police people will still want to go back there. So that's why it has been recurring. So what they should have done, okay, why are these people still going back to the VIPs? What are they doing that we are not doing? Let us give them better salaries. Let us give them better environment, working environments, and they'll work. Now there's a unit for that. That's the SPU. They said the supernumeral police unit.
That's spy police.
Spy police. Well, that unit has really not really been functioning, because they created that unit because of something like this, because just to assist the police force for some of these things, but it's not been working. So they should go. What the IGP should have done is to work on how to reform the police force.
All right then. Now about the spy police, we've seen a situation whereby almost any individual can register, go for exams. If you pass the exams, you become a spy police. Almost anybody. How do you think that will help the police force increase its numbers? The spy police. I'm coming to you now, Barrister Eze.
Yeah. I hope I'm more audible now.
Yes,
okay
you
now?
are. Yes, you are.
Okay. Well, the reality is, as long as we keep on doing the wrong things in this country, so nothing you do in the wrong thing becomes the right thing. Across the world, policing is local. When you have the police truck such that an inspector police in Abuja would give orders to police that will act police in Gala, in Amakohil, in Imo State, various nooks and crannies of the country. It's simply the reason being that at Abuja don't understand the local needs of those areas. So whether you call it supra policing or supra whatever, and they feel structured in a way that authority or order comes from a set location, far removed from the locals. What in other areas, other parts of the world where policing works is, it is local. You have college police, you have community police, and these are independent of whatsoever. But then there's always crime involved by several names so-called, that once it comes in for serious investigation, local ones give me. Super SPU you made all over the world, embassies care of their own securities. But in Nigeria, what have you have over 100 men attached to various embassies. You go to the US embassy, you to the British High Commission, you go all this, and you see hundreds of policemen involved public funds, clean gates, embassies. Can the instruction be up now? Is that the job of the Nigerian police force? Does the Nigerian embassy in Washington D.C. have a policeman attached to it? We should reach a permanent. The answer is no.
Barrister.
Our own police force, yes.
But there is in some other parts of the world, we have independent agencies that have maybe retired policemen or retired military officers who register with the police, so the police have their database, and then they provide security for VIPs, and certain other individuals, while the police will take care of dignitaries. And in fact, dignitaries can also decide to employ some of those other ones, some of those, but the police will not have enough manpower to provide security for the populace. Why does it seem like we don't have that here? Instead, what we get is
yes.
Go ahead, please.
You're stating facts. You're stating facts. That is what I'm saying. Unless we are doing things the wrong way, like the studio, the new order to withdraw all VIPs is like a come to register, come to book, come to repeat. At the command, at the local for new these VIPs to get their counseling. What is it? You have security agencies of security governments, which are registered with government, maybe even with the police. But there are entities that have registered against an armed carrying organization. Your security men have been vetted, criminals, and then license can now be taken by the embassies, by whoever calls themselves a VIP. When the police comes in, it's what says you're having foreign people come into the country, then they need extra protection. They understand why the police have to be around them. If the visiting president, the visiting foreign minister, for kind of his visit, he's under the Nigerian government. So you have to ensure that he lives here in one piece. But for residents, whether embassies or oil companies, automobiles, for this oil companies, you'll be shocked. How many policemen are there? What are there? And you wonder, if they have all this money, have this and they're hit, what they pay for private security agencies? That's why I started saying, as long as doing the thing, it's not going to work. We still have a by IGP in Abuja to control or controls virtually everything policing. That's wrong. It can never work. It has to work anywhere. We need to have local police, local security officers which are passed to carry arms. There must be a mechanism system whereby we ensure that those who are with these VIPs.
All right. Barrister Ezewi, maybe it's the rains. I don't know, but the network is really bad. It's chopping off what you're saying, and there were places where your voice froze completely, and we couldn't hear you. It's a network problem. Maybe you need to change the location. I don't know, but he did say something. I think I picked something that he said about the police, the Nigerian police force working, having organizations like oil firms and all of that, having a lot more policemen working with them. And you pointed out that some of these policemen, when they have enjoyed a good life outside there, coming back to the barracks, going back to the station, to the station, isn't what they want to do. But there is a section of the police that's the SPU, yes, Special Protection Unit. There's a section of the police that should be responsible for protecting individuals that can pay for it. All right, why are they not utilizing that, drafting men there and utilizing them fully, as against just throwing it open to, okay, whoever has the money, if you're willing, go here. In this country, there's a statement that's been going on: let the poor breathe. The poor people, the masses, are the ones suffering from these things. Now, if you have money in this country, you can actually buy anything you want to buy. The SPU, that's the spy police, most VIPs just feel that, okay, most of these SPU guys are not really, they don't give them arms. They don't give them, if you want, they're not supposed to carry arms. So, and the security of this country, it's actually not that good. We've seen situations whereby, I think the SPU is different from the supernumerary, which is the spy police.
The spy police.
Yeah, Special Protection Unit. Yes.
So we've seen situations whereby police officers have been even killed instead of the politicians or the VIPs when they're being attacked.
Do you think they should be made to carry arms as a spy police?
Yeah, they should be able to at least carry arms so that they can because actually the VIPs also needs to be protected. So, but what I'm saying is that we should get more more spy police, give them ammunition. Another thing they can do, what you said was the very good idea, that recruiting private security agencies. Let them go register to the Nigerian police, offer security to these VIPs, let them license their guns and everything. Then it will be fine. That is another very good idea. All these private security agencies go to the Nigerian police force, register, then provide services for the VIPs, so that the Nigerian police can actually go and serve the masses, because the masses needs them more. Then apart from the Nigerian police, there are other security agencies that are actually very good for security. NSCDC. They can actually work hand in hand with the Nigerian police, and this is also giving us to another thing we call the state policing, where people have been saying, the clamoring for state policing, where the police is actually very close to the community. State policing, when each state is actually very, very concerned about its own police units. Community policing is also another thing. There's something we're doing at Amotekun. All those Amotekun, that's another thing. So all these security agencies should work hand in hand to make sure that the safety of the masses is very important to them.
Now, there's a question that just came up now.
Yeah.
Who should determine who a VIP is? Is it who or what now?
Okay, the major thing that determines VIP should be politicians, the rich people. If you have money in your account, that's the VIP.
Okay, so basically it's not a who, it's a what.
It's a what.
Okay, so what determines is the money.
Money.
Your ability to have
money to pay.
If you can afford to pay.
If you can afford to pay, you are a VIP. Because we've seen small comedians, like Instagram comedians, they have the money, they pay police. I see like 2 people opening door for them. 2 police. There's no respect to the name again, to the Nigerian police force. So they've thrown the name to the mud. So that's why I said the IGP should have done is that reform the police force. Come and, okay, what are the things we need to do for this police to make them better? So that I don't go back being an errand boy. Because see, if I see where money is coming from, I don't mind carrying your bags. As far as after carrying your bag, you give me better money.
Your family is taking care of.
My family is taken care of. So that I don't blame them too. So that's my own take on that too.
All right then. So about
now you can see pictures like that.
Oh yes.
No, look at this.
Oh yes, on the screen.
I can't blame them about the
pictures. It's quite heartbreaking.
It is
to see. This policeman would not carry a bag for his wife. I'm pretty sure, but here he is carrying his principal's bag. Because this is happening.
Very, very.
This happening. Now they should even spell it out. Who should open the door for the VIPs? Is it? No, but
okay. Opening the door is actually still better.
If the police is guarding a person, then
they can open the door.
They can open the door of the car for the person, or the house door. But this is so it's basically who has the money.
Yeah.
All right. It's an individual that has the money that can afford it. Now let's come to the conversation of vigilantes. Barrister Eze, are you still with us?
Yes, I am. I hope I'm audible now. Am I audible?
Barrister Eze, okay, if you're still with us, let's come to the issue of vigilantes and state policing. Why do you think, this is a clamor that has been peddled in some places now. Why do you think it hasn't been implemented? And what should be done differently? Do you think state policing will help increase the number of policemen that we have around and help police the people better?
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, but then it goes in and out.
Okay, I'll do my very best.
Okay.
I just want to address the issue you mentioned that who is the VIP is the people can. That is, it should be. It can be somebody who's at greater risk. Perhaps if you are an author or whatever, you don't even manage the security side, it is worthy of not who can pay for it. A criminal by force that who can pay for it becomes a VIP. It's very wrong. Fortunately for the current IGP, the point itself gives credence. Once back carrier out an AD or wants to serve yourself, you will vote it. But his professional growth also puts in a place like for an AD becoming president. It immediately throws out okay, just one being the police to VIPs, one day maybe can become the IGP. So it gives to get the ruling for state and police, state and community policing. Any school organization of this country, and the school had a schools have police and they have all duty of the preparation of large enough of their own police. It's not a state. It's a very protectable. Still, full force. And only if they have arms, they have police force. What we attack police is low. If you the community police in a state and back out, you know all the criminal elements in and they have this rather have one own for in Abuja with the brother. The man does not know criminal in a portion or wherever. We cannot say we are in a police with Abuja and we expect there will be any due touch if we do it to never end war. Even if the aim to be the end of police, it is not in way that somebody in the jail is controlling the attacks of say war. We must check constitution, go review back and implement it and look up mostly as.
All right, Barrister Eze. Barrister Eze, very unfortunately, the network isn't allowing us to, digest what you're saying. The network is making it very terrible for us to hear you. And I want to believe it's as a result of the weather. You know how it is.
Yeah.
The weather affects
probably
the
can put off his camera
of the network. I'm sorry, I would have to let you go at this point, and we do hope that we'll have a better conversation next time. Thanks for joining us, Barrister Eze Eluchie. Very unfortunately, you're saying some really
important things,
but unfortunately, we couldn't pick the words there. Now, the IGP did say that a committee will be set up to look into, this withdrawal of policemen from personalities and all of that. What do you think is going to happen? Is this going to be another exercise in futility? I mean, it's not in effect yet, because the committee will have to come into play.
In 2 weeks' time,
yes, and then conversations will be held, things will be looked into. But is it rocket science, really?
It's not.
It should be an order.
Order, withdraw. There's no issue of let us meet, let us Why are they forming a committee? You are the IGP, order all police people. Let me see all of you in the barracks. Report, distribute them, and if you want VIP, come and register for the spy police. Spy police will assign some spy police for you and go. So I don't think that's why Nigerians are not buying this story. If you check the reaction on Twitter, Instagram, everybody is still saying after 3 weeks we'll still see these things happening again.
But do you think there is a political will to ensure that this is done?
I don't think there's any political will to ensure it's done. It's just that they just want to feel like as if we are doing something.
So it's for the optics.
They just feel like as a new IGP, let me just say this. Must you do that? It shouldn't be so. There are things. So I just there's a script when you come to the office. Oh, this is the thing you do first. So just say it first. That people will think you are working, and it's not working actually. It's really not working. So they should just try another method to these things, and see how it's going to work out fine.
All right then. All right, then this is where we'll drop this conversation. A very big thank you to you, Dr. Olawale Olatubi.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the program. Thanks for staying with us. Well, up next on VOP this morning, speedy access to single interest loans for SMEs. This is good news for small business owners. Let's talk about this in a bit. Stay with us.